Okay, forget that there. Okay, let's chant some japa. I'm in the QT parking lot here, so could get kicked out at any moment, but I'm going to take a chance because I got no other real alternative here. Nothing practical. Okay. I can't find my phone for the music, so let's see. Let's see if Krishna's the music today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna should be good now. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Yeah, should be good now. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Get situated here. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Wait. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Needs Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna Hari Rama Hari Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, 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 Krishna. Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Hari Hari Nityananda 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 Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Gora Chandra Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhaktavinda Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Nityananda, Nityananda, Nityananda. Nityananda, 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 Nityananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Oh my Lord, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah, ah, ah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Gora Krishna, 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 Gora Krishna. Gora Krishna, Gora Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Gora Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Gora Nimai Pandit. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is the Lord of my heart. Nimai Pandit of Nadia is my Lord and Master. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gora Bhaktarinda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Jaya Jaya, Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda, Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. This is Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, Chapter 1. Oh, glory to He who is a great ocean of many sweetnesses, who is scented with the fragrance of youth, and who in the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended to this world to give pure love for his own lotus feet, and to personally taste the perfect eternal love felt by the gopis. And the perfect eternal love, I was just thinking when I was chanting it's all, everything is about pleasing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whether you're in the illusion or in the eternal truth, the temporary illusion or the eternal truth. It's all about the pleasure of the Lord. That's why there's 4 goals of life. 4 goals are the paths in life followed by the living beings. This is a message of Vasudev. See, and if you develop an affinity for it, oh, I'm in trouble. Here, wait for it. I gotta hear a knock on the door. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just drinking my coffee, man. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just that the store manager just showed up.
Oh, okay. Oh, the store manager. Yeah.
I know you're not causing no trouble.
Yeah, I know.
But the store manager asked,
Okay.
hey.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I don't mind if you're like parked like literally right there by the window depot. Oh. I don't think they open for another few hours anyway.
Oh yeah. You park on the other side there, you mean?
Yeah, it's right over here. You'll be chilling.
You like on the side? Like on this side here?
No. Like they're basically on their lot.
Okay, all right. Okay, great. Right, hey, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's okay now to do it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you, man.
Alrighty, have a good one.
You too. He's a nice guy. He likes me. Every day I buy a coffee there. Okay, so store manager showed up. So I can park near here. Okay, so do that. Hold on there, man. We'll be right with you. We're going for a little short ride, like a 1-minute ride. Okay. Let's see here. Keys. Got everything? Okay. Okay. We'll try this for a while. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. 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 Okay, where were we here? Yeah, pure love for his own lotus feet, and to personally taste the perfect eternal love felt by the gopis. See, it's all about pleasing Krishna, whether it's in this material world or the spiritual world. Now that's pretty broad-minded, huh? That's why, the Mayavadis, they get confused because they think, see, it's all God. It's all God. See, they mix it all together. It's all God. Yeah, that's true, and it's you need an explanation, you need a purport. Yeah, because if it's all God, then you can go into the material world and get into anything, and you get your consciousness is lowered, is polluted by the modes of nature. So that's the problem. Yeah, it's all God. So watch out for those persons who say, "Hey, man, why don't yeah, all paths lead to God?" You know, and yeah, well, all paths are created by God. All paths are like pearls upon the string of Krishna, on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, all paths are created for Him because the living entities have different desires and propensities in the modes of nature, and different desires and propensities in the spiritual nature, in the eternal nature. They desire to please the Lord. See, they learn that's the higher nature is all about pleasing the Lord. If you please the Lord in the modes of nature, it covers your understanding of who you are and real knowledge. See, it's not it's got faults in it. See, so it's fault to please. There's faults in pleasing the Lord. In the Lord of the senses, in the in the mode of ignorance. It's like that happiness is very low grade. And it's a very dark thing there. It's a kind of pleasure for God, and but it's a very low grade, and it leads to hellish situations. So it's something. That's why the Lord comes as the eternal Lord, to preach and to liberate us from that. Yeah, yeah, you need, yeah, Bhagavan realization. That's the whole thing. See, so okay, and please the Lord in the mode of passion. That's fruitive work. That's why if you feel any happiness in the mode of passion, it's because, wow, I did a good job, man. I built a house, man. I'm really satisfied. So that's another level of happiness for God. See, but the fault is, again, you think it's your happiness, and you're not clear about that. You think, yeah, it's my happiness only. See, so you see, there's fault in it. Your knowledge of the truth is still covered. See? Yeah, you please the Lord on the level of fruit of work. See? Then there's a mode of goodness. You're pleasing the Lord. That's why you feel happy. If you do regulative program, that's what Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta were making Brahmins, because there's a happiness in that. It's a higher grade happiness than passion and ignorance, but it's still in the modes, and it's not perfect either. See, Shah was happy doing his Brahminical work, but he still had impurities in that happiness. It caused him to actually be against those who have the highest happiness, and that was Shiva, who was a pure devotee, who knew the greatest happiness that the whole world, even Brahmins, don't even understand. Okay? So that's happiness in modes. There's faults in it still. And see, you become proud. Often you get a big stick. That's why we preach about this a lot. You get a big stick and you're sannyasi, right? And you get the name Goswami, and you haven't controlled anything, but sounds good, right? Why? False prestige. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take the false. Yeah, it's not really true, and I'm only playing. It's all right, but still, I can relish the rasa of false prestige. See, you don't deserve. You're not a Goswami. How many of those Goswami are really, Goswami means a controller of the senses. How many of these sannyasis that at 22 years old were made Goswamis really were Goswamis? It's all in name only. Yeah, Goswami, and their followers, the little brahmacharis or whoever helps them. Ooh, my my guru is Tamal Krishna Goswami. Or Jayapataka Goswami, whatever the Goswamis are. But they haven't controlled their senses, so it's in name only, so it's false, right? Oh, but you go hard. Have you controlled your sense? Are you a Goswami? No, no, no. But I got a great secret to tell you that nobody knows that these Goswamis don't know. It's good news. You want the good news? Oh man, do we got good news for you? You thought Jesus had good news? Oh, wait till you hear this news, man. Oh, you just heard it. Oh, you knew that we just get the great joy of explaining it and tasting it and relishing the good news. See, can develop attraction for the messages of Vasudeva, and especially the deep ones that penetrate the core of the heart and awaken the twin divinities. That's good news. See, there's faults in the modes of nature. Still, your knowledge is covered. Still, you think is, man, I'm really happy. I'm happy. And I'm advanced. I've got superior knowledge. Yes, put me on a high seat, man. See, that was like Devananda Pandit was like that. In the pastimes with Lord Chaitanya, Devananda Pandit thought he was a pure devotee. Everybody else thought he was a pure devotee. He thought he could preach Bhagavatam, just like, and everybody thought, yeah, let's hear Bhagavatam from Devananda Pandit. But you don't hear the real Bhagavatam from persons like that, covered even by the mode of goodness. Not good enough. Not good enough. See, you don't know. You haven't pleased the Lord perfectly. That's in this verse here. See, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descended to this world to give pure love for his own lotus feet and to personally taste the perfect eternal love felt by the gopis. That's his love. That's his greatest pleasure. And the Lord says, wow, look at my devotees. They're tasting this perfect eternal love for me. Wow, what is that like? Because he's the sugar, man. They're tasting the sugar. Tasting the sweetest of the sweet, right? He's thinking, God, I would like to know. He was curious, like, wow. See, they've attained the greatest eternal happiness. Yeah. See, and how do I know this? How can I understand such a thing? I'm not a Goswami. Nowhere near it. Not even trying to be. Don't even give don't even give a crap about being a Goswami. Why? I know, yeah, because of the secret of the greatest happiness of the Lord is this eternal love. See, this eternal love. Can you taste that eternal love for Krishna? See, that's that is the greatest happiness, greatest way to please the Lord is to taste that happiness. When that happiness awakens to you, the Lord arises in your heart. That's perfection. That's perfect. There's no greater happiness than that, other than to taste that nectar that the gopis have, that variegated sweetnesses of love of God, love for Krishna, life's ultimate goal. See? It's not a bunch of words. If you have any other goals than that, you're an illusion still. You don't know what is perfection. You don't know what the pearl of great price is yet. You don't know what the greatest self-realization is yet. That's why the Brahman level is not perfect. See, you need to learn, the Lord came to teach love for his name. His name is the greatest representation of himself in this world. And that is the guru. Is if you can't taste that name, you're not really a high quality spiritual master, are you? You don't really know personally what life's ultimate goal is. You haven't tasted the eternal love of the Lord. See, it's eternal. That person's eternal. That's why the representation of the Lord in this world is a person who has love for Krishna. See, that's Satchidananda. That's the real form of Krishna in the spiritual world. And the devotee in this world who's got that boon, that gift, that benediction, is the greatest representation of the true Lord in this world. What does being a Goswami have? Relish false ego, having a big stick? Once you taste real love of Krishna, how could a big stick give you any ras? Any taste? Not even interested. I want to taste this eternal love that the gopis have for Krishna. See? And then all of a sudden, all the goals of life, already realized automatically, in their perfect form. Isn't that amazing? Perfect form. You realize all the goals. Everybody's working hard for the 4 goals of life. 4 goals of life. Because you've attained the 5th goal of life that nobody knows practically, which is love of Krishna, pure devotional service is the 5th goal of life. That's Srimad Bhagavatam, is the path to it. Nobody knows you've attained it, then automatically everything is inside there. Yeah, are you like that? See, that's real guru. A real guru is somebody who's attained the highest goal of life. And all the other goals you can see, all are encompassed in that. They understand the Brahman level. They understand that. They understand they are the perfection of being a Brahman, which is understanding pure knowledge, purified knowledge, better than a Brahman, caused by pure devotional service. They're known as religious. People work to be known as a religious person. They go to theological school. If you're a Christian, you go to be important and to be a preacher of the Bible, or you go to Vrindavan and get your Bhakti Shastra degree so you can preach Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam, right? To be known as a great teacher. See, all this ras, tasting false prestige. See, and then you may be known by the world. They think you're like Devananda Pandit was like that, known by the world. You can control your senses. You think, oh, life's ultimate goal. Let me go to Narayan Raj and control my senses and be a big, get a nice, sannyasi stick and get my brahmacharis and they'll worship and adore me and all that. That's, and then we'll pepper it in with a little raganuga, and speculate on Rupa Goswami and everything. Speculate on so many things that I haven't experienced. See, and be known as a religious person, as a pious religious person, as a sannyasi and all that. See, when you attain life's ultimate goal, all other goals are attained automatically. Automatically. People work their butts off to make money and to become rich. See, fruit of work. You attain all the goals automatically, but in their pure form. See? Sense gratification, you get what you need to eat and sleep and all that, and then, that's it. See, everybody working hard for everything but a devotee engaged in pure devotional service, which you can get here very easily. See, you attain all these goals. Look, they call Go Hari Das. Have I worked for a sannyasi stick to be known as an important person? Have I taken Bhakti Shastra courses and studied and got my PhD so I can be known as a pure devotee? Or do people just throw titles here that get to hear? They hear something extraordinary here. They get transformed into real devotees and they say, wow, this person is a Bhakti Vedanta. His Vedanta comes from that Bhakti, that he tastes and relishes every day. And it's powerful. It's purifying. It changed me. And they stand up and witness like none of those others who have worked their butts off to be known as a religious preacher. These are all according to the verses. If you attain the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which you can get here, and as far as I've seen, only here, then you will get everything will be included. Seek the kingdom of God, and all else is added. Look at Jesus. He held out to just really have this intimate relationship with the Lord, and all else was included. Look at that. The devil came and said, "Hey, Dan, don't get purified. Don't, no, no, no. It's not about purification, right?" See, Johann, the devil, Maya, Johann, it's not about purification. No, 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 no. Just give up the worship. To give up getting purified. He's wrong. No, no. Listen to me. Listen to me. And I'll give you followers. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. See, Jesus held out for the purification. I didn't even know I was holding out for that. I never even cared about being a guru. It was too busy tasting this nectar in Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavat. It was just delicious. I wanted to share that with people, and I tried, for a long time, and it wasn't going over that well. Yeah. See, and then automatically all these things come. That's why we're kind of have a high standard here. They say, "Hey, man, come here and make progress by associating with these great devotees that are coming here." Yeah. See, so Bhagavan say you need to experience Bhagavan realization. Lilita says, absolutely. Yeah, Bhagavan realization can only be realized by love, by tasting your this loving relationship with the name of God, with the pastimes of the Lord, feeling related and affinity for the messages of Vasudeva. See, these conclusive, these things that you get. Here I'm preaching these essential messages of Vasudeva, and I just great happiness in doing that. But do you think everybody is? Most people don't, because they're contaminated by speculations. They cannot taste the glory of the verses as they are, the self-evident verses as they are, and explain them as they are, the self-evident truths that are not understood by those who speculate or are attached to speculation. So, Noodle says, please correct me if I'm wrong, Guru Maharaj. There is more to Vaidhi than just externals, isn't it? It's not about tilak and dhoti and stuff. It's about being caught up in goodness and fake fucking humbleness. Yeah, goodness. And letting crap cook inside you, guilt tripping others. That's Vaidhi too, isn't it? If one still has that being here, they still need to purify, is it not? Yeah, you still need to get purified all the time. Not just for that, but you see, the glory of being here in this Sangha and getting the mercy in the Sangha, the Lord doesn't wait for you to be like perfect. I mean, he makes you perfect just by giving you that love for him. And then everything comes, everything is added, purification gradually. So you never judge the devotees who got the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Don't think that the perfection is when they have, like no Vaidhi tendencies and none of that. No, none of that. Do they have the love of Lord Chaitanya? That is a standard. See, the Lord came here to give his love, just like it said. This is called Savior. This is called special mercy. This is why Lord Chaitanya is the most merciful of all incarnation. He didn't wait for you to be perfect. Hey, man, when I was with Narayan Raj, with ISKCON, they all teaching you got to be perfect. You got to be perfect. Got to be perfect first. No, 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 no. You got to get the mercy of the Lord. See, and have this love for God, just like um, uh, what do you call Bhaktivinoda Thakur. See, a lot of people sweep under the carpet his nature, as he was a meat eater for so many years, and there's not, people think, oh, you can't be a pure devotee and eat meat. Well, he was. He was writing Vaishnava books. He wrote 100 books before he gave up eating meat. Vaishnava books, great books, wonderful books, highly realized books. And what does Vaishnavism now believe? That you gotta, you're pure by what you eat and how perfect you are by material standards. Like you're a vegetarian, you're in the mode of goodness, or you're in. No, no, no. You can be a devotee as a Sudra, man. Sudra can be guru, right there. Chaitanya Charitamrita and Srimad Bhagavatam says, even a low class, fourth class person can be a bona fide spiritual master if they know the science of Krishna consciousness, if they know what those real religious principles are, the essence of them. Well, I think which we do, huh? You notice? What do you think? See, Lord Chaitanya preaches real religious principles through a low class, fourth class person. See, that's the verse. To humble the pride of these sannyasis who think you're perfect by what you do, you know, what you eat, what you don't eat, that kind of thing. People still are preaching that. I just heard reports, somebody preaching that. A guru preaching that you're perfect by you can't even be a guru if you've ever drank coffee or tea or anything like that. Is ridiculous stuff. Yeah, so it's not about that. You know what it's about? It's judgment. As you're getting purified here, you start to live by this standard when your blindness is gone. That's why, see, the Lord is not waiting for you to be perfect noodles or Lalita Ganga, you know. So you got to be careful. You're going to learn your lesson if you do this. Don't judge the pure devotees here. Don't think, well, they shouldn't be like that. Well, they are. They are what they are, and they're doing what they can, and you're doing what you can, and the Lord loves you all as you are. People's nature. So as we're getting more purified, you start seeing like the Lord sees. I mean, we're all in that kind of purification. We are getting more. The Lord hasn't waited to give us this pure devotion service. This is the mercy of Lord. This is the mercy of Lord Chaitanya that the Vaishnavas don't really believe in. Because if you really did believe in it, you would come here and you wouldn't be judging the guru here. Well, listen, he has no tilak, he doesn't do this, he doesn't act like that, he doesn't follow strictly the principles. You would be judging rightly. You'd be judging, oh, look, there's ecstatic love in that sangha. Wow, yes, it is correct. One who awakens devotion to Krishna is certainly spiritual master. Okay, so that's the standard. You wouldn't be judging these splitting hairs. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's preaching. That's his level of preaching. He said so many people are judging Vaishnavas, and then he used the analogy. He says the Ganges is pure, right? And there's sometimes stool floating in the Ganges. There's garbage in there, but you still take your bath because you get purified spiritually by taking a bath in the Ganges. So that's a devotee, man, by associating with devotees and not judging them. And you will get reaction when you do that. You'll feel it. You'll feel that as you judge the devotee, oh, look, he's got this fault. He's got this conditioning. He's got that conditioning. So you got to see the Lord ain't waiting for you. I'm grateful for giving up that fool that still preaches rules and regulations. Who is that? Becoming increasingly pure along the way. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Glory to the gopis headed by Srimati Radharani, who are famous as the beloveds of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Isn't that amazing? They became famous of being the beloveds of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They're famous, but a lot of people don't really know that fame. Okay? You have to be purified to know that fame. You have to be with devotees who can explain that fame. See, just by being the beloved of the Lord. And a lot of people think they know Radharani, like in ISKCONs and all, and Narayan Raj group. Oh yeah, we know the gopis. We know their nature. And then the Lord sends a gopi, you know, in this world, and usually they would act as spiritual master if they're devotees of Lord Chaitanya. And they don't. Oh, it's just, who is this person, man? He's not acting this way. He's not strictly following the rules and regulations. Oh, he doesn't act like these gurus do. He doesn't act like these etiquette followers do. Yeah, of course not. I mean, if they're expressing the nature of the residents of Vrindavan, that's what Lord Chaitanya gave the order to Nityananda. Manifest the nature of Vrindavan and give that nature to even the lowest persons. That's our preaching. Manifest the nature of Vrindavan and give it to the lowest persons, whoever will receive it. Yeah. But if you say, no, I don't want the gift, man. Well, I don't believe the gift is coming through you because I don't believe it's a gift. See, this is the preaching of Vaishnavism nowadays. It's not a gift. You got to work for it. See, it's like Old Testament Vaishnavism. So that's what they believed in the Old Testament. You got to work for the mercy of God. And in a sense you do, but how you work, see, is another thing. See, we're working for the mercy of the Lord, but it's almost like not work at all. All we're doing is opening our mouths. The Lord gives us the correct revelation, the essence of truth, or whoever is advanced. See? And then you express that. It's not like work, but boy, the Lord saying, wow, this is the best work in the world. My God, I got somebody, because of his love of God or her love of God, I can now appear in the world because I'm only going to appear if I hear conclusive truth. I don't like speculation. See? That's why he came as Lord Chaitanya. He wanted to show his nature. He does not like speculation. Swarp Daminar, anybody who wants to give me a verse or a poem or something to please me, you check their work first. You check their work, their writings. He would check it and he said, oh, look at all this. It's inconclusive. You see that? Inconclusive. And if they were humble, they would say, oh, thank you very much. I got it. And then he would present it before the Lord. See? Or if they were in false ego, they would go, what's wrong with this? Who the hell are you? Tell me what to do. See, they react like that. They get purified because that's the truth. See, the truth purifies you. That's called preaching. What do you think happens here? That's why you see people come on here. When the lady Christina, right? She presented a verse, Bhagavad Gita, quoted, and I looked at it and said, well, that's not really conclusive. That's not the real mission of Lord Chaitanya. Oh, you're not very welcoming. See, people react. It's not that it's bad, it's just what people do. Yeah, when you get the association of a devotee that has that potency, that has that gift of understanding the essence, that's your greatest challenge. Because if you don't like them checking, you present something. That's why a lot of people remember Madhusudan went and gave his one class, and I looked at it, I said, hey, that's not conclusive, Madhusudan. Never gave a class again. Didn't want his stuff to be seen. He wants to present his through the background. See, that's the impurity. They don't like that. See, that's called you like the darkness better than the light, than putting your realization. That's false ego. See? Johann also. Hey, that's inconclusive, Johann. Oh, who are you to tell me what to do? I have a different opinion, and that's correct to have a different opinion. Yeah, only if you're a real devotee with the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, and you're not like that. You're just imitating that. See, he's imitating. See, a great sage is not a great sage unless their opinion is different from others. See, he's imitating that level. That's the thing. It's imitation. He's not at that level. And the way you know is he doesn't like purification, and he goes against his guru. See? That's inconclusive there, Johann. You're acting inconclusively. See? That's why he's not here. He can't stand the light. He likes the darkness of speculation better. He's just a slice of what everything is like in Vaishnavism, practically, so far, I've seen. Everybody's speculating. They don't like being corrected. Yeah. Even here in the Sangha, I have to walk on eggshells sometimes because if I express myself, actually I'm expressing the real self. And that's in my, that's what I'm a, that's my work, is to be absorbed in the real self, and let that shine in this world. That's my work, is to be, I like it. I mean, it's not like it's work at all, but I love being absorbed in the Lord, in the truth, in the conclusive understanding. It's the only thing that floats my boat, only thing gives my heart happiness. But not everybody can take it here. If I do, they freak out. But what are you doing, man? Why don't you like me? Why don't you accept me? Well, I'm just a, conclusive guy. I like conclusiveness. See? So a lot of people, they think they want to be artificial. They don't know. They want to be close to a real guru, but they can't do it because if they get close, they freak out. The false ego just freaks out, man, because it's like tearing off that thing. You can't, So you got to learn, even as a disciple, the appropriate boundaries with a spiritual master. You learn that with people in the world. Well, you have to learn appropriate boundaries with guru, and guru has to learn appropriate boundaries with disciples, even at different stages. Otherwise, if those who are still identified um, too much with the false ego, they don't like. They feel like offended and all kinds of stuff. So everybody, if you learn boundary work, you got to learn boundary work with guru. You can't overstep that and think it's the same. A lot of people think having a relationship with guru is the same as having a relationship with an ordinary person in the world. See, it's not like that at all. No, they carry the divine potency, and you're going to get burnt if you get too close too fast and you treat them like an ordinary person. And then you wonder, why am I freaking out? Why am I freaking out? Well, you just got too close, too fast, too close, too fast. Yeah. So, fire burns, and that's just how it is. If you got a real guru, it's going to be like that. If they're a false guru, they'll keep you at a distance just simply because they don't want you to see who they really are, because they're not what they say they are. They're blind guides, most of them. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, and that's that. See that verse. A lot of people don't understand. They don't believe even their guru is like the verses. Just know the acharya is my very self, is Krishna's self. They come. Krishna comes as the acharya. One should not disrespect them. One should not consider them an ordinary person, but people do. Look at our look at our preaching. People consider, oh, Gohar, he's not a guru. He's not a spiritual master. Yeah, see, all these gurus think that in ISKCON and all that. You see, he's different than us. Yeah, yeah. I'm not an ass kisser like you guys. You kiss everybody's ass. You kiss your ass. You give, you give your disciples what will keep them around. You see all these material motivations. Yeah, I'm not like that, man. No, no. I don't want to be like that. I want to please God, just like Jesus said. He said, "You Pharisees, you work for the pleasure. You live on pleasing people. You're a people pleaser, see? And you don't you don't like the pleasure of God. The pleasure of God is the absolute truth, the essence of truth, and preaching it is the pleasure of God. See, that's why there's no one more dear to me than a preacher. See? See, there's no more one more dear to me than a preacher. Matter of fact, when they preach, you'll understand the verse because there's no one more dear to you than such a preacher if you're really getting purified. Okay, what else? Krishna. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people they just to read. They just want the readings. Just read. Like Balaram told Lalita Ganga, just read, don't say anything. Just read, don't say anything. They don't because if you say something and you're under the influence of Krishna's transcendental potency, that is what purifies people. That is the revelation in the vision of the revealed scriptures, and that is so highly purifying. See? And if you say that with your voice and you are under the real potency of God, this freaks people out who are in the false ego. It freaks the Vaidis out. See, they reading Prabhupada's books and they read the purports, but they don't understand the verses or the purports. Because if you did, you would love this preaching. See, because we read the verses and we understand the essence of the purports and see and preach that. See, so Balaram in the example with Lalita Ganga, he said, just read, just read. Don't say anything. Don't show anything. Don't say anything. In other words, they're nothing but big false egos walking around, big pus bubbles, just in illusion, and they think they can see. This is the whole world. I had this guy Janardan. I accepted his friend request. I thought it was you or something because you used to do that, but it was actually somebody else, another Janardan, and he writes me, Hare Krishna. See, they always got motive. And then the next one was, hey, you want to help us? We're preaching in Pakistan. You want to help us? We're preaching in Pakistan. In other words, give me money for my preaching. That's why I'm getting friend requests with you. All Vaishnavas are basically on that level. We're preaching, re-preaching. All these sannyasis, they go out to collect money. And they do their preaching as like professional Bhagavatam reciters. It's their part of their job. It's not their job to preach the essence of scriptures because if you do, you're going to offend a lot of false egos and you're not going to get a lot of followers. I'm amazed there's 21 people here. That shows you because eventually the truth is so purifying, so wonderful, so amazing that the truth wins over so many people. That's my commitment is to the truth. If you want followers prematurely by preaching bullshit and bullshitting them and etiquettes and all that, then you can get for a time or for this life so many followers like Jai Pataka. He'll probably die with all those followers. Okay? And none of them get liberated because he's not really a pure devotee. He doesn't have the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Nobody's got love of God there. Nobody in Narayan Raj group I've seen had love of Krishna on the level of Lord Chaitanya brought. They're all saying they do. Same thing with Radhakund Babaji's. They're all saying they do, but they don't. See? By their deeds, they don't. There's no manifestation of ecstatic devotion anywhere but here. The variety that Lord Chaitanya brought. So the real authority is here. See? That's the message of Vasudev. Hey, the real authority is here. In Lord Chaitanya's Amazing Grace base, the real authority is here. See, here's the clear understanding that people can't take because they got big false egos. The real authority is here. If you really believe that, you can preach the Vaides. You will tell them the truth. I have people, they say, oh, I, I can't preach, I can't preach. I don't have the energy to preach, you know. Yeah. Well, when you understand the real authority for the Hare Krishna movement, for Srila Prabhupada, for the Bhakti, for the Gaudiya Vaishnava line, our real line is here and not in the Radhakund Babaji's, not in the Narayan Raj, and not in ISKCON. This is where the real authority is. We show you, we demonstrate it, and the purports here, the conclusions here are the real messages of Vasudeva, and so purifying that ecstatic love, my Lord, that I worship, awakens in you, and you say, wow, what a fucking Lord, right? Great Lord, amazing Lord, amazing grace. That's why we'll win, because the real Lord is with us. The real Lord Chaitanya is here. The real Lord Chaitanya, we're preaching together. The real Guru arises here, and the real Lord conception arises here, just like it did, like that verse on the spiritual master. The Lord Chaitanya, Nityananda and Lord Chaitanya appeared on the horizon of Gaudiya simultaneously with the preaching of a real devotee in this world. You see, this guy is an acharya, man. This guy is an associate of the Lord, and automatically you get the real conception of the Lord. Wow, that is the real Lord. Man, this is better than all this bullshit preaching you see everywhere else in Vaishnavism, because nobody is manifesting or can manifest the mercy of Lord Chaitanya except here. Prove me wrong. Come on. Come on, you representatives of those different groups I just mentioned. Bring us your champion. Come yourself, or bring somebody you awaken love of Krishna to the extent of what was shown in Lord Chaitanya's Leela, and I'll show you our champions. Isn't that the essence? Isn't that what life is all about? Is to find the narrow gate so you can go into Vrindavan very easily? Well, here it is. Isn't it? I mean, what is this, a blind boast? Is this an ego trip? A false ego trip? Or is this just the flat out truth, huh? That's proven. I don't know why people can't be logical, but I do know why, because they're in Maya. All of them, these gurus, none of you prove that you're out of Maya. Maya, you think you're a big guru, but you can't manifest ecstatic devotion. You think you're a big guru, you can't transmit it to anybody, the stuff you claim to be holding back. And you think you're a big guru, a successor of Prabhupada. Well, I think you're bullshitting yourself and everybody else. That's what I'm seeing. Where's the authority? In you? In Narayan Raj, you never awakened devotion to Krishna, ecstatic love of God in anybody? Even including himself, as far as I can see. What? I'm going to say this is ecstatic devotion? Bullshit. I don't believe it. I don't, put your cards down. Well, you already did. No awakening in anybody. The real authority is here. What is it in Jaipataka because he has thousands of disciples, or Radhanath with thousands of disciples? Is the real authority of Lord Chaitanya in the real line there? Well, where is your ecstatic devotion? Where are the tears? Where is the holy laughter and all the trembling because of loving that name of God? Where is that? Nowhere to be seen in any of you except here. See, that's why those who accept this as the authoritative source of real love of God, getting gained easily without a lot of trouble, get it so easily if you really accept in your heart. Also, Guru Maharaj, just like a relationship with the Lord is personal, like say my Lord is different from Fani's Lord, is it conclusive to say so is the relationship with Guru the same? You are the same Goahari, but what's between you and me is unique to what's between other disciples and you. Of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Guru, what I've learned by having this job, you're like a stand-in for Krishna. And that's how I understand these things, because I say, now I see why Krishna wanted to go and be a devotee, of himself, so he can taste that nectar. Yeah. So, and having a bona fide guru is like it's like you get the taste of this relationship, which is like really beautiful and very important for people, because they get, look at all those millions of disciples in ISKCON, and thousands of disciples in the Gaudiya Samiti. They all following this path, usually still in name only. But you're getting the taste and showing, well, this is how it is when you follow a real representative of Lord Chaitanya, a real one. See, the real, it's like the difference between, do you ever seen this stuff? I can't believe it's butter. I can't believe it's not butter. That's actually a thing like that, but it's not butter. It's just, it's crappy stuff, with all kinds of weird preservatives in it and everything. But it kind of tastes like butter, but it's not really butter. Or margarine that's supposed to be like butter, but it's not really butter. If you have butter, real butter, pure butter, then you know the difference between that and margarine. But a lot of people, they just eat margarine now because it's cheaper and it's so bad for you. See, that's the difference between a real representative of Lord Chaitanya and the false ones. They're like this margarine. You're not tasting the real butter. And you never had a taste for butter because all you've been given in your whole Krishna conscious career since your inception here in the movement has been margarine. That's why I say give this butter a chance. Come here, get purified, and you're lucky if you start abandoning some of your opinions, and ask questions and taste the butter. And then you'll see it's different than the margarine. And that's what these gurus are. They're like margarine. It's not the real deal. It's not real butter. Yeah. Why is it real guru here? Why are real disciples here? What's real? What's real is what Lord Chaitanya brought. He brought love of Krishna here. What's real here is love of Krishna is here. And not there. That's margarine. Narayan Raj is margarine. Radhakund Babaji's is margarine. You want to see representation of margarine? Go look at my ex-wife with the Radhakund Babaji's. That's margarine. She thinks she's butter. She thinks she's got butter, but no manifestation of butter. If you have manifestation of butter, butter has qualities. See, the mercy of Lord Chaitanya has qualities. See? Has the qualities of this way of worship that he had, that his real followers had, the real line has. And that's here in this Sangha and nowhere else. This is the butter and that's all margarine, man. But they'll never know unless they come here and develop spiritual greed to see, well, let's see if Goahari is true being true. But to see that, you got to get purified. You got to go beyond neophyte. Neophytes don't want to come here because your false ego will burn. Even when you're here, you're always holding back, or maybe you just can't go so fast. Okay, whatever. At least you're here. Do some service. If you want to stay in the game, and you'll attain ultimately everything. I'd rather give than take. Please forgive me for my behavior. No problem, no problem. Glory to Lord Hari, who, seeing the very sweet love of his dear devotees, bear for him, eagerly descended to this world. See how eagerness is the path? Why, I can relate to this verse. See? Well, actually, you can relate to this verse better. See, you found, this is Raganuga Bhakti. You find a spiritual master who is preaching Raganuga Bhakti, really preaching, not holding back something that we don't know if it's real or not. It's not ever even transferred. No, preaching Raganuga Bhakti, preaching through actually the principles of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in the book Ragvartma Chandrika, which is, you see a devotee engaged in this sweet, loving worship. Where is it? Engaged in this sweet, loving worship of Krishna. And you think, oh, wow, that's really nice. Eager. Are you eager to also follow in those footsteps or not? So far as the Narayan Raj group, they look over here and say, what is this? I don't want to follow. I'm not eager for that. Even though right in front of your faces, that's why I tell you these things. You ISKCON devotees and Radha, and all of your groups, you look over here and you see the sweet, loving worship of the Lord, and no eagerness is in you. That should be very humbling for you, Narayan Raj disciples. That should humble you, really. But if you got too big a false ego, you won't feel it. You won't feel repentance. You thought you had eagerness because you're proudly in that group. But you don't have real eagerness. Fanny has real eagerness. Janardhan has eagerness. Because they see that sweet, loving relationship that the devotees have here, some of them, and they think, oh, wow, I would like to worship like that. See, now you're in alignment with the real disciplic line. Now that you got to become like Krishna in that way. Krishna was very eager. Wow, I want to taste that sweet love. See, so he came as a devotee in a society of devotees who were tasters like that. Are you like that out there? Otherwise, you will not realize real Krishna consciousness in this life. You have to have that eagerness. That's the whole point of our Raganuga preaching. That's why I continue to show and demonstrate and manifest and relish. Eat this feast before people's faces to see if there's any eagerness out there. Does anybody want this? This is the greatest of all treasures, man. This is the greatest level of self-realization that's ever been available in this world. It's available again because we're servants of Lord Chaitanya, real servants, not wannabe servants, not wannabe devotees. The Lord has given us that devotion. He's given us charge of distributors. We're authorized distributors of this bhakti. I haven't seen any other authorized distributors out there. Why? Because we have the product and we're distributing it. People are getting it, taking it, witnessing about it. You ever see people in the world? They may say, yeah, I'm a distributor of a product. and they might be lying to you. And they say, yeah, I'm distributing this product. They're scam artists, right? And you go to them. Oh, really? I believe your word. You're saying you're distributing this product, and I believe you. I believe you. And you go, and they say, yeah, just pay this much. Give me your energy. Give me your time. Give me your worship. You know, it's just give this, and I got this product. I got this product, and you spend your whole life. This is Vaishnavism on a level of Vaidhi with these persons who are, they say, yeah, I'm guru. Well, I got the real product. The real product is what? Is Krishna. Yeah, I got the product, Krishna. Yeah, you come and you serve me. You give me your money. You give me your time. You give me your energy. You're going to get the product. I'm going to give you Krishna. I'm just holding it back. I'm holding the product back until you deserve it, till you're worthy, which will be many lifetimes. So I'm going to die, and you're not going to get this product, Krishna, because it's good. My word is many lifetimes. Ha, ha, ha. You believe that I really got the product, you fool. Ha, ha, ha. You, Narayan Raj group, and all of you, Radhakund Babajis, as far as what I've seen, ISKCON, you all claim to have the product. You gurus, you spiritual, so-called spiritual masters, you claim to have the product, but people spend their whole lives and they never get Krishna. They never get love for Krishna. But we here, we say, yeah, we got the product. We don't have to say that we got the product. We show you we got the product. And you see, but don't see, because you're blind fools, man. You're owls. You only see in the darkness of your guru's speculation. That's the problem. Well, we show you. We got the product. Love of Krishna is here. Can't you check the scriptures? It's got these qualities. See, the devotees who have love of Krishna, sometimes they cry, sometimes they laugh, sometimes they tremble because of chanting the holy names and pastimes of the Lord, and they relish this varieties of spiritual bliss, transcendental mellows. You see that there in the book? Well, you see that here in this group, and not in ISKCON, and not in the Narayan Raj group, and not in the Radhakund Babajis. I just tell the truth. It's true. Show me different, but nobody does, because they can't. We have the product. The product is love for Krishna, devotion, pure devotion. And it's given as a gift. If you come here one by one, like the gopis did, and let us take let us steal that clothing of the false ego, abandon it, and then we'll give you this clothing here. See, now you'll be married to Krishna. What do you think that story means, man? See, Krishna saw them nude. See, you got to be honest. You're nude, man. All of you big, proud people, you're nudes. You're nude, but you don't know it. See? You don't have any real clothing. You need to be clothed with the love of Krishna. That's marriage to Krishna. See, if you don't accept this preaching as the authority, this manifestation as the authority, this love for God will pass you by in this life, and probably the next life, and the next one. For many, many lifetimes, because you're following the word of your guru. But if you take this preaching seriously, because it's very, very real, and we got the product, the love of Krishna, we have that real product, and we'll deliver it to you quickly. You might have to take off a few clothes, abandon some false ego ideas that you know anything, abandon your unhappiness, which is, that. People are unhappy even in this group, simply because they believe in other things other than love of Krishna. They believe in astrologies to help them and everything except, the love of Krishna to help them, the love for their guru to help them, faith in this path to help them. I just tell you the truth, man. That's what it's about. When you develop, you want to know, and this is a little heads up for people. When your faith is in guru, When your faith is in these real Vaishnavas that the Guru presents, when your faith is in the real conception of Krishna they present, that's all the help you need. It's all in one solution. Your mind will be at peace. Your emotions will be stable and purified. Your happiness will be complete. See? And you'll be able to help the astrologers if they listen to your message. You'll be able to help the psychologists if they listen to your message, because they're all an illusion. They believe in the demigods, and you believe in the real God presented to you by the real Guru. Yeah, isn't it? See, that's a beautiful verse from. Yeah, let's talk about that. Matthew 11:28 through 30, King James version. Come unto me. Of course, we got to tweak them a little bit because they need tweaking after these editors tweak them. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavily laden, and I will give you rest. See, you get rest when you find the real spiritual master and you come to them and you admit, you repent, I'm heavily laden. See? I come to you and only you, really. I come to you. I'm heavily laden. But I also go to this astrologer and I go to this path and I go to that path. Okay, well, stick around and I'll preach, and you'll probably hate me for this preaching because I tell you the truth. Eventually it comes down to that, understanding this. The understanding, I come sincerely, like Fanny, like see Amy, I come to you, heavily laden. My life is fucked. Didn't Amy say that? I come to you. See? Not why am I not getting rest here at Lord Chaitanya's Grace Place? Well, what I see is those who get rest. See, Fanny gets rest. She's all in, right? She's all in. You're my guru. Oh, I love what you say. Oh, you're consent. Oh, really? Oh, this is so great. Krishna gives her so much rest and mercy because of that level, that sincerity. Amy also, and this, and others, and Lalita and Govinda. You see, they get rest. They're in the conception here. We're giving you coming. See, when you come to Guru, you're coming to Krishna, or their idea, their conception of Krishna, and you get rest. That's your witness. Hey, I found the rest, man. I'm resting in my Guru's word. I'm resting in the path he follows and teaches. I'm resting, man. That's it. I found rest. This is it. That's the witness program. Did you find rest with these other gurus? Really? Oh, yeah, I found rest. And they haven't found rest, but they won't admit it because they got a big fucking false ego. That's the problem. Oh, no, they won't admit it. Yeah. Balaram, did you find rest in your idea of Prabhupada? No. Oh, yes. Of course, I found rest in Prabhupada. Rest. He's busting his ass, making houses, cheating people, all in the name of goodness and all of that because he thinks he's a good person. He works to be a good person because he thinks he's going to attain Krishna's mercy by that. No, he's going to attain Krishna's mercy by accepting the truth that his wife is a real devotee. See, otherwise he's not accepting the real path that she presents. He won't find rest. That's why he's restless, going here and there, you know. Yeah. Yeah, you become an ecstatic devotee because you show the path. You gain and you believe in a real guru. How can you get this ecstasy if you don't believe in a real ecstatic guru who is such an ananda in this world? Man, do they have uncompromising truth. Man, do they have ecstatic feelings of happiness from that other world of the spirit. That's why we smoke them all out, man. Those people, oh yeah, we're Raganuga, purebhakti.com and everything. But what are you guys doing? Yeah, what we're doing is the real deal. What you're doing is false, man. You're just margarine out there where this is the butter, man. But you don't have a taste for butter because you never come here. You didn't get purified. You know, you have faith in a false ego. You're not bit. You're heavily laden with false ego and these big heavy sticks you carry, you know, and all the false prestige you get. You're heavily laden, but you don't admit it. So therefore, you can't go anywhere. You just stay with your heavy stick and all that karma you get from your disciples that you can't burn because you don't have love of Krishna, life's ultimate goal. Yeah, we have a good time here, don't we? See, it descended in the form of a devotee. Even Krishna, he descends in the form of a devotee. So the Lord came, even though he was Radha and Krishna combined, he descended in the form of a devotee. See? He always descends in the form of a devotee. Madhavinda Puri was a devotee, and he delivered so many people. Ishvar Puri was a devotee because he followed the real path. He loved his guru. He followed his guru. He served his guru sincerely, not like Ramachandra Puri, who got the rebuke. See, he wanted to change the preaching of his guru, just like that Jayadvaita wants to change the preaching of Prabhupada and does. They all do that. They ain't delivered, man. They don't please Prabhupada. If Prabhupada was here, he'd give them a swift kick in the ass. That's what they deserve. See? So we'll give them a swift kick. It's a very fast kick. See, all these ISKCON devotees are being misled. They're not even allowed, as far as I know, and they're not allowed to read the the original books of Prabhupada. They're supposed to read the changed books. That is so impure, man, isn't that? That is so polluted to actually have the audacity to teach that. But that's what they do. That's what this Kali Yuga is about, and people do it. You religious sheeple. You're no better than these people in the world who do the same thing. These people, these politicians are teaching stupidity, stupid ideas, you know, and people are believing the bullshit. I look, the masks are coming up again. They must be watching TV or something. Maybe there's a mask thing. So many masks are coming on. The young people, you know, they love the mass. You know why? They can't see that they were brainwashed by these motivated politicians, you know, in school. You know, they have a curriculum and they pepper in these things. Just believe authority. If the authorities in the world say put on a mask, they do it. They, they're false authorities. See? So the same thing in religion, false authorities, man. And that's why people are they're unhappy and they wonder, why am I unhappy? Because you're believing in false authorities. That's why. Isn't that great? The truth, uncompromising truth, is the only thing people going to set people free. You know, the Uttamadikari thing is they see everybody servant of Krishna, right? It's true. Everybody is a servant of Krishna. See, and so it's like this saying in Chaitanya Charitamrita: the modes of nature are acting uniformly, so everybody is following the mode that they're attuned to, the frequency. The mode of passion, they're fruit of workers. The mode of ignorance, they're drunks on the street, unkept persons. Um, the mode of goodness, they're like Brahmins or scientists, regulated persons. Everybody's following, you know. So Uttamadikari sees that, and they just go on and chant in ecstasy and all of that, and just let everything go on. Maybe if they do that. But if that was meant to be like that, then the Bhagavatam would not be written. See? Because we have to learn to see what is the real light. Otherwise, we're going to stay in the mode that we're in. If we're in the mode of ignorance, we're going to stay as a drunk on the street. If we're in the mode of passion, we're going to stay as a fruitive worker. If we're in the mode of goodness, we're going to stay like a Brahmin or a scientist or maybe a yogi, a yoga teacher, or that kind of thing. And then you're going to die on that level in that mode, but you're not delivered. That's why the Bhagavatam is here, and that's why the uncompromising preachers are here, to make a distinction between what the mode of nature is, the modes of nature are, and what the transcendental mode is, the transcendental frequency is, the transcendental level and conception of the absolute truth on that level. Okay? But only a devotee that is tasting and relishing that level of consciousness can do that. No one else can. Okay? That's called compassion. That's why it takes passion, man, to do it. Okay? Compassion. Compassion. Is anybody welcoming the passion of this preaching? Are you saying, yeah, come on, more pain? Yeah, I want more compassion. Compassion. Give me that passionate message, the real message of Vasudev that makes you passionate, man. The real affinity that you have delivered to me so I can also get this. Ooh, this looks really good. Really good. I want it. Are you anybody like that out there? Or are you pushing it away? Ooh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, it's all about content, isn't it? You go on TikTok. These people are so passionate about getting content, but it's all mundane, all to do with the body. Recipes, nice recipes for this, how to some scientific thing about that, and it's all material stuff. And they got always more content so they can make more money, right? And then now they generate content. They often lie. Now they lie about the content. They make things up and they put because they need content. More content, more content, more money, more money. See? And here, this is the supreme content. But you have to empty out your contents to get access to this. That's why exercising, exhorting the stuff inside, the garbage that you picked up, the content in this world, the content of speculative understanding of Krishna from these gurus. You have to empty that out, man. See, take in the content of the highest truth, distinguished from illusion, for the welfare of saving your ass, man. See, if you're at this point where you say, I can't get enough of this content, I want more, you're a delivered person, man, because you've developed a message, an affinity for the messages of Vasudev. What do you think this is? What do you think this preaching is? That's why it's so tough to take if you're walking around, walking false ego. That's why you can't believe in it, because you believe in the nature of the false ego and not the real ego. You know, the love of Krishna. Yeah, that's the real ego. In the Netherlands, we are increasingly switching to green wobbly electricity. Yeah, they're all believing in this bullshit, man. You know, nothing works. You know, it's funny. This is the thing. You're a sheeple, and you believe. You know, people they say this Biden in America still has a following. People still believe in a fucking imbecile like that. I mean, I don't say it as a material judge, but as a judgment, man. How do you believe in people that lie to you and cheat you, deceive you, and blatantly doing right in your face? Guy comes in, first day in office, he signs all these executive orders, like a tyrant. It was about 30 orders, man. Yeah, and first thing is close down the natural gas pipelines and the gasoline pipelines, the oil. Close them down. Shut all the jobs down. What happens? Immediately prices of gas go up. See? And these people are supposed to serve the people, right? He's supposed to be a public servant, and everything goes up. The gas goes up, the food goes up because of one fucking order from that Biden. One fucking order, and people want to reelect that idiot. Can you believe that? Oh, I can't believe. I believe it because people are in illusion. They're illusion. They believe in these authorities that are screwing them. And that's your fucking gurus, man. Same thing. You believe in their speculations. They can't take you back to Godhead, and we can. We do it. We show you that we have the authority, and you don't believe this preaching. You believe the preaching of these people who have big followings because they're bullshitting everybody. They stole the books of Prabhupada. They stole the position of Prabhupada. They changed Prabhupada's books to justify their position, to give you more speculation, to keep you in illusion, and you believe them, and you believe them, and you're going to die in illusion because you don't believe this straightforward, clear, honest, powerful, real deal preaching. Unbelievable. You believe in the bullshitters. Hey, take a lesson from the world. It's the same in religion. See, highest truth is listen to a bona fide spiritual master who has the bona fide symptoms of being inspired and empowered by the genuine Lord Chaitanya and that mercy. Believe in them. That's the highest truth. Believe in their word, which is experience. They taste transcendental mellows. They show you that. They demonstrate it. They give up the false path of the bullshitters and the liars and the deceivers who claim to have ecstatic love but don't, claim to be the highest guru but aren't. Just like give up these, people. This Biden, they believe in this Biden who has trashed this country in the years he's been here. By design. But you believe in it and support it, therefore it goes on. See, people believing in this preaching, believing in this message, which is the real message of Vasudev. See, that doesn't go on in their lives. You're becoming free, if not already. Free, freedom. And anybody who believes in your witness, by your personal experience of being a real disciple of a real guru and getting the real conception of God and his truth, and getting the ecstasy and the happiness of God and understanding what it is personally of being a resident Vrindavan. See, you are getting that, and they don't, because they're following the false path and the false gurus who are not who they are. They're not representatives of Vrindavan. Yeah, see, Freddie, getting good realization. Yeah, a lot of you getting good realizations here. See, word compass. See, compass. Compass. See, this is all by design of the Lord. Compassion means compass, right direction. See, this is the you got to follow the compassionate guru, man, who has the real compass, and they take you straight to the destination. Not somebody without compassion who claims that it's all false, man. They're all lying to you. They don't got any real compassion. It's like my ex-wife goes to Narayan Raj, leaves a real guru, and says to Narayan Raj, "Oh, will you help? Will you help my Gaur Das, my husband?" See, I'm not her guru anymore. My husband, you're the real guru. Will you help him? And he goes, "Oh, oh, of course. See, I have compassion. Oh, of course." As he destroys her spiritual life, destroys her connection with Guru. See, that's what Maya does. Destroys your connection with life. Your guru is the real life. They're the life of the world. They're the light in this world. You got to prove that, man. Jesus proved it. We prove it. You, you ever see a light like this in this world in 2024? Yes or no? Yeah. Yeah, we have a good time here. You never know what we're going to get when we meet together here. Huh? Yeah. Glory to Lord Hari, who seen the very sweet love of his dear devotees bear for him. See, See, you're all like that come here. You see the sweet love that the devotees bear for the Lord, and you like it. You're attracted to it. Some of you, maybe not all of you, but you all get there. If you stick it out, you'll get purified, even if Krishna has to rip your clothes off. Some of you need that because you just can't do it on your own. You're not eager enough to be that close to the Lord. I got all these people walking by. So that's Raganuga Bhakti. Are you like that? You can be like that. Look at the sweet love that the devotees have for the Lord here. I just comment on it just to kind of wake people up a little bit. Look at the sweet love that many devotees have for the Lord here. Do you like that? Do you want that? You can get that by associating with these devotees, and that's the only way. See, that's the only door. That's the truth. That's the true Lord. That's the true message of Vasudev. Narayan Raj didn't preach it. He said, you want to attain Krishna, chant 1 lakh, do austerities, do renunciation, renounce the world. Is that the real message of Vasudev, or is this the real message that's actually from the verse of Chaitanya Charitamrita? It says it's not by those austerities, not by renunciation, not by Vaidhi Bhakti, not by regulative devotion that you attain Krishna Vrindavan. It's through the devotees who are tasting the sweet love for God. Okay? It's by those devotees who chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. See, same thing. Same thing. Those who taste the sweet love for the Lord. Those who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. Transcendental mellows, man. That's what it's all about. Life is all about that. That is the ultimate goal of life, ultimate treasure. When you get that goal, you're not going to have any other goal. There ain't any other goal but relish more. Taste more that bhakti, man. Taste more that ecstatic devotion. You become more greedy, more. You become like the gopis and the residents. They want more of that. More messages of Vasudeva. affinity you get. Wow, I love it. Boy, and when you develop an affinity for the truth, man, like this, to this extent and this level, you ain't gonna want the bullshit. You're not gonna want the bullshitters. You're not gonna believe in them. You're not gonna believe in Narayam Raj. You're not gonna believe in the Radhakund Babajis. You know why? Because they don't manifest the truth, man. You're not gonna believe in ISKCON because they don't manifest the truth. You're gonna be intelligent now because you're gonna think, wow, man, why should I accept people who don't manifest the truth in these scriptures when I can go to a person? They're the personification of Satchidananda. Man, I see ecstatic love in them. I see the persons are tasting the sweet mellows of devotion. I see, wow, look at those revelations and realizations. They're really clear. That's what I want. There you go. You're delivered out of illusion forever. You'll be spoiled, man. How can you listen to any of this bullshit? You won't believe in Biden bullshit. You won't believe in Jai Pataka bullshit or the bullshit of the Narayam Raj group or the Radhakund Baba. It's all bullshit until you can demonstrate, man. Hey, man, you're just above bluffing. You're no real guru, not of this level. You're low class. You say you're high. Narayam Raj says high class. I say low class still. You're not high enough. This is high. You know what a high class guru is? They get you high. You get stoned on the name of God, right, Noodles? Isn't that real guru? Isn't that why you accept this here? That's why you have faith here. You get stoned. You roll around on the ground even, right? Good fortune you got there. This sung is connected to the absolute truth we are hearing in this preaching, as is written. Bhagavad Gita. Just try to learn the truth by approaching a spiritual master. Inquire from him submissively and render service unto him. Okay, the self-realized soul can impart knowledge unto you because he has seen the truth. Yeah. Yeah, when you get purified, you'll like to hear. I like to, impart this. The Lord imparts it to me and I share it simultaneously. He gives like very fast, first the Lord and then it just comes out like a hose, tapped into. You ever seen these things when you get a fruit sometimes and you put a thing in it, and they used to do this with oranges, and you stick this thing in an orange. I forgot what, they stick it in the orange, and you squeeze the orange and the juice comes out. See? But you got to have that thing. You got the orange peel is thick, man. To get the juice out, you got to get through the peel. That's the material universe. That's the devotee. He's stuck into the covering. He penetrates the coverings of the universe, even Brahman, and he's in that Bhagavan, that juice of the Bhagavan, that sweetness of Bhagavan, and then the juice comes out into this universe, into this world, wherever they are preaching. See, they're like that little thing that sticks in the orange, and then they squeeze, and the juice comes out. That's guru, man. Yeah. Where do you see one of those? Well, my Narayana, he was holding that juice in. Well, too bad for you guys, huh? Why are you going to such a guru? Now, okay, you got something then and everything. Anybody ready to move on? Here, we don't hold back the juice. We taste the juice right in front of you and try to stimulate some eagerness, so that you can walk this path of Raganuga Bhakti. Without it, you have to be like Krishna. He saw that love of the residents of Vrindavan for Krishna. Well, you can see that again here. You can see people actually relishing that love. And are you like Krishna? Like, oh, I'm very eager to taste that love. Are you like that? You got a chance here to do it. Otherwise, hey man, passes you by. Yeah, yeah. That's it. You don't get it. See what other thing we can get into here. Glory to the goddess Mathura, the best and most beautiful of cities, most dear to Lord Krishna, beautified by his birth pastimes. The place where his pastimes are narrated eternally. It's like living, a city. Can you imagine living in a city? See, the cities here in this world, they imitate the city of Mathura and Vrindavan. See? So the city, actually, even the body is described as a city in the Bhagavatam. See, the city of Mathura is glorified eternally. It's the best of all cities, because it was the birthplace of Lord Krishna. That's what you need to find, is the home of Krishna. The birthplace of Krishna starts with a bona fide spiritual master who has the birth of Krishna, and they show you that birth every day. People only want to go through childbirth once in a while because it's so painful, huh? Well, can you imagine having a birth of that baby Krishna in you every day? The appearance of the Lord every day? Oh, it's not painful at all. It's wonderful. Without the appearance of the Lord every day, the devotee cannot live in this world. They live for that birth of Krishna. That's why that's the best city. The devotee and the city it means the same thing. That's why it says the Dham and the devotee are the same. See, the city of Mathura, city of Vrindavan, and the devotee of Vrindavan, who has that nature, are the same, but the devotee's better. Because in that city, mostly neophytes are there now. You don't see the reason for that city is to see all these ecstatic devotees. So you better go to the devotee city, man. The devotee, the home of Krishna. See, the birthplace of Krishna you see every day. You don't see this. Oh, lead it back. We're gonna hold back the birth, man. Well, I guess you don't get the birth in that whole life because you didn't see the birth. Was probably never there. It's actually the birth of Lord Chaitanya, who's the combined form, the Lord. Yeah, that's why you see, the city on the material level are the senses, the nine gates. The nose, the ears, the eyes, the genitals, the ass, stuff like that. But through the gate of the mouth and the gate of the ears, connected with spiritual understanding, it causes the awakening of the Lord, and your spiritual senses become awakened, and then now you can taste the glories of that sense enjoyment. See, sense enjoyment. Sense enjoyment in this world is a reflection of the spiritual sense enjoyment of the subtle object Krishna, and his name and his pastimes, his devotees, and all that qualities. The sense enjoyment of the world is the dark, twisted reflection of that, because it's to do with the material body. This is to do with the spiritual body. That's how you get liberated. You develop an affinity, a taste for the for Vasudev as he is, not speculation on Vasudev. See, like Guru Tattva, again, practical. You develop a taste for understanding Guru Tattva as it is. That's Vasudev in the form of Guru Tattva, the truth of Guru. And that's why the real Guru, is Krishna, Vasudev, in that form as Guru. Okay? So what do I preach? I'm preaching the real form of Guru. See, that's Vasudev. is the real conception of Guru. That's why it's in the book Bhagavad. What are these gurus preaching? The false form of Vasudev in the form of Guru Tattva. Because they're not real empowered spiritual mastered by the spiritual potency. So they preach a false conception of Guru just by their example. You got to preach by example. You got to be the real guru. You got to be the taster of devotional mellows. You got to be the awakener of devotional mellows in others if you're a real preacher of the absolute eternal truth. They're not. Nobody's proven it except here. That's why those who get this intelligence, those who hear this preaching, and Krishna gives them the right understanding, they'll come here immediately because this is a great opportunity. This is one of the rare opportunities. You don't get this in every life. You can be delivered out of illusion in this life. Anybody eager for that? Have you suffered enough? Like Amy said, boy, I was fucked in this world, so she was motivated. There is a song of a devotee. It says actual birth is when we have given birth to the Lord. There you go. You see, I've been preaching that because all devotees preach the same thing. You give birth to the Lord in your heart. That's conclusive. Maybe purification process is painful like labor. Yeah, that's right. Is also, that's true. Yeah, it's like labor. Is that what is compared to giving birth, right? Yes, exactly. Yeah, funny, if you get attracted to this word, the real message of Vasudeva, you develop affinity, then if you have an affinity for this word, you know why the Lord came here. See, what does Bhagavad Gita say, Fani and everybody? It says, those who know, this is paraphrased, of course, I don't remember it. Those who understand the purpose of my descent and my birth do not take birth again. See? But look, proof that these people are going to take birth. They think they know why the Lord descended, but they act differently. They think they know why the Lord descended, but they're not in association of real devotees who have real bhakti. Therefore, they don't know. The Lord descended as a real devotee with real bhakti to relish mellows like we do and to distribute those mellows like we do. This is your only possibility to understand the reason for the Lord's descent in this world and be delivered and not come back. Because nobody is manifesting this. Nobody is manifesting the reason for the Lord's appearance in this world to taste mellows but us. Nobody has realized that the Lord's purpose in this world was to distribute those mellows, but us. We're actively engaged in the distribution phase of this. Whoever will believe these conclusive, logical, clear words, you'll be delivered, because we explain all of these things by example and by word and by deed, to where there should be no doubt, and especially when it manifests in you because your faithful hearing, your attentive hearing, your regular hearing for days, for months, for years. You will not take birth. You will have the experience. Love of God will awaken you, just like the books say, by regular classes in Srimad Bhagavatam, which are these classes, and by service to the devotee, which is here. Even by hearing, if not physical services or whatever. All that's troublesome to your heart is removed, like here, right? Do you feel your troubles going away? By hearing these messages that are very true and very liberating? Okay. Love of Krishna, love of God awakens in the heart as an irrevocable fact. That's the path we teach. What did Narayan Raj preach? I only mention it to teach this, the highest truth from illusion. That's illusion. He's saying Raganuga Bhakti, that's what we are. And he's saying, listen to me, and after many lifetimes you'll attain Krishna. You think that verse is as it is? Well, if it's as it is, you come here, you hear attentively regular classes, and you do service, and you hear the regular classes, you come and develop an affinity, you like these classes, they give you happiness and ecstasy and bliss. Okay? Love of Krishna will awaken in your heart in this fucking life. Just use the fuck for emphasis. This fucking life, it will awaken in you. Yeah, what is this many lifetime? That means you lack potency. You've been bullshitted. You've been scammed, you people. What is this? He's giving you regular classes, and many of you attended them religiously for years. No love of God awakened. He's teaching you that it's after just believe in me, keep serving me, give me money, and after many lifetimes you will get love of God. You think that's the real fucking Bhagavatam? You never heard it from him. You hear it here because you do that, and love of God awakens in people here. Therefore, you know, wow, this is the real Bhagavatam in person. This is the real Bhagavatam in living color. This is real deal. You're not getting the raw deal. Maya's always giving you raw deal. So many Putanas out there in Vaishnavism. You're a Putana, servant of Putana. If you're a guru and you can't deliver your Krishna in your heart, doesn't awaken in your heart or anybody else. You're not the real Gaudiya Vaishnava representative who is a transcendental personality, a real resident of Vrindavan and Mayapur. Oh, see, that's your preaching. That's your witness. That's because you got faith in this preaching. You got faith in this crazy guy, this madman. He's so mad, right? All these people, they come, oh, he's so aggressive. He's so mad. He's mad all the time. He's angry. People even turn my classes off. Oh, he's so angry. He's so mad. I can't. I gave you all my troubles. You do not only solve them, but you dissolve them. All right. Replying to Govinda Das. It's almost like I didn't feel them there. Where's all your troubles? I just don't even feel them anymore. Krishna is so powerful. He takes them all on his back, man. Without him, I'd be like these gurus, take all the troubles of disciples, and they give them all their troubles, but they can't dissolve them. Everybody's troubled. The gurus are troubled. The disciples are still troubled because it doesn't work. The gurus getting scammed, scamming themselves and scamming others, and you're getting scammed because you accept the scam. Yeah, you fault me because I just tell you the fucking truth, man. People hate the truth because you love lies. You love these sweet talker, these wolves in sheep's clothing. Hey man, you're more or less a wolf in sheep's clothing unless you get love of Krishna. If you accept the title Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharya or spiritual master, and you got no love of Krishna, you're scamming yourself and the world. That's the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Well, my guru's made me a Brahmin and a sannyasi. Oh, that's not the goal of life. Well, he's making you this, he's giving you that. But that's not the goal of Krishna consciousness. Why would you want to follow somebody giving you the goal of Krishna consciousness so easily? Love of Krishna, devotional mellows, to taste the nectar of devotion. You got a lot of prime examples here of devotees doing that already. Got a lot of examples to follow, but you got no examples to follow in these Vaishnava groups like ISKCON, Gaudiya Smriti. They're all following the false example. That's why they don't have love of Krishna, but you guys are following the real examples and are getting love of Krishna. All your troubles are going away. I mean, if you have full faith in what's going on here, otherwise some of your troubles go, and then you go to your other philosophies and other teachers and teachings, and then pick up more troubles, and you wonder, why am I not happy? Why am I bored? Why am I not satisfied? Yeah, because you didn't understand this teaching. You need to watch I tell 'em, watch my disciples' classes for God's sakes and learn how to be a devotee like them so you can get the result. Why you got to jump over to my classes and then you turn it on and you get pissed off? That's because you're a jumper, man. You want to jump over the people that are more beneficial are Lalita, Ganga, and Govinda are giving classes, or anybody giving classes that has faith. Not a Johann class, but a faithful disciple getting the result of love of Krishna. You know, now that's intelligent. Don't jump over here and get pissed off because I'm like, rock'em sock'em truth. You need to learn Guru Tattva from their example. They're like your mother and father, man. They show you the example of being a real disciple, and you follow that, and all your troubles will go away. And you won't be dookie or sad and unhappy. You'll be happy, eternally happy. Anybody getting pissed off at my preaching, you should do that. Go and listen to my disciples preaching. Yeah, and just do the chanting with me, and but don't listen to the classes yet until you get purified. But if you jump over that, you'll end up just getting burnt out and unhappy and mean because you're jumping. So you got to go the procedure. You got to go step by step, and the first step is Guru Tattva. If you have anybody here that has faith in the Mujis or the astrologies and all of that, you got to go to learn Guru Tattva, and the best examples are Lalita, Ganga, and Govinda, who are preaching this. I mean, other examples here, but they're preaching it. So you go to those people, listen to them, or associate with Janaki, or anybody that has faith in what we're doing here. Look at Fani's sister. She had faith in his preaching, and because of his faith in what we're doing here, and she's coming. Hey, that's how it works. That's why this is the only thing that really works fast. Then I have another incantation of incarnation of Krishna. Mai is giving me burning challenges without pause. Yeah, well, that's burning challenges. Well, the cause is probably this preaching. Well, actually, can you clarify what is this? I have another incarnation of Krishna. What do you mean? Get more clear about that there, Shamasundari. No, if you have the real Krishna, it'll cause the burning in the heart. This is burning your karmas and stuff, burning your material attachments to different things, material attachment to maybe ideas. Yeah, you know what I need to do here? I think I need to go away here. Okay, so everybody, we're going to have people come on soon here. So nobody go away. Matter of fact, let's get people on here now, and then I'll move the car because people are in the lot here, lots of them actually. And I don't want to be thrown out of this lot too. Yeah, so we'll invite people here, come up here, and then I'll drive to the house, which is only 1 block from me. Hey, Lalita's here. Tom is here. Okay, who else will we get here? I'll give the link to Hare Krishna. Oh, yeah, paste here. Noodles, all right. Yeah. Hey, Noodles, give us a word. I'm gonna. Well, actually, yeah, yeah. Give us a word. I'm gonna be driving, but I'm listening from over there. Go ahead. Oh, what happened? Okay, Lolita, give us a word until Noodles. I'll get you up there in a minute, there, Noodles. Stick around. Oops. Oops. There she is. Okay.
Yeah, I cannot always see all the comments, so I haven't seen that comment of Freddy about compass. I haven't seen that, but I heard you explain it a bit. It's
Uh-huh.
always better for me when I can read it, but I heard that word compass, and it's the same in my language.
Uh-huh.
And it's really it fits, it really works like that. Having compassion, some those who have compassion, they show you a compass, they put you on the road, they give you direction, they guide you, they give you suggestions, etc. Out of transcendental compassion to grow up, um, in, and that's what you are doing. Actually, it's out of your compassion that you are teaching this, these beautiful paths that you are giving us, what Chaitanya brought actually. Um, and yeah, like you said, I just this morning I also had to block somebody, a lady who was, man, over the top because of my preaching and your preaching, Guru Maharaj, that we are always aggressive and calling names and blah blah blah. But it's transcendental compassion to teach people to um, to tell them truth, and they don't know what it means to be empowered, to feel that living force inside of you, and you've got to tell it, you've got to tell it. So yeah, that's why you are shouting. And sometimes when, like those little things that rails that Andromeda makes, if you see it, if you're an outsider and you see that, you say, what the fuck is this? But it is yeah, it is full of power, making a change. You can only do that with power, and with a real conclusive word, being capable to prove. You're always busy to prove, chapter here, chapter there, verse here, verse there, prove it, yeah. That's how it works. So it's like being a lawyer for the Lord. It's really like being a lawyer for the Lord, and out of compassion, and out out of love for God, out of that deep love for God, wanting to give Him first what He needs, what He wants, what pleases Him. He doesn't need it; it pleases Him. Give Him what what pleases Him, and you will be pleased yourself. Um, and what I also was thinking uh, during this class today is it all fits all the time, over and over again. But that Krishna wanted to taste, to know what Radhe feels, to know what she actually knows about him. It is, wow, man, very ecstatic actually that he wanted to know what she knows about him. Um, yeah, therefore he came as Lord Chaitanya. And another thing that I wanted to say is that birth of that being the giving birth to the Lord. For me, receiving the bliss is not at all painful. Receiving Srimati Radharani's presence is not at all painful. What Guru Maharaj says, yeah, you receive Chaitanya's transcendental body because at your awakening you get the revelations as well. But then to find Krishna all the time, over and over again, um, to really have him, um, so as your dear most friend that you can trust and that you know he's gonna explain it to me. He's gonna explain it. Yeah, I'm gonna read it and he's gonna tell me. He's gonna show his face. Therefore, you need to. go through the purification. Actually, that is more the painful birth that you have before you have that. You know that his little head shows up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. So, Noodles, give us a word. Oh, wait. Noodle, let Janaki give a word because she doesn't have a strong connection sometimes. Go ahead, give us a word there, Janaki.
You are the lifeline. Without you, there is no line. Krishna is constantly testing me, because of my Vaidhi life for 40 years. And now, and I loved what Lalita just said about being a lawyer for Krishna, for the
Yeah,
truth,
yeah,
trying to fight or
yeah,
trying to converse with these two Vaidhis, one being a lawyer
yeah.
and the other one. Without you, there's no hope. There's no hope. They think bang bang in the street, because I try to share Lord Chaitanya's mission with them, and it's like there's other people doing it than you. And I said, yeah, but it's, and then Krishna shuts me up because they can't hear it. They cannot hear. They think what they're doing
Yeah,
is topmost. And so it's impossible to preach to the Vaidis. It's it's as different as black and white. And I
yeah,
tried to explain yesterday. I said, don't you remember before Hare Krishna came into our life, we were the karmis. We were karmis. And that there's a karmi and here's a devotee. There's a distinction between the two.
yeah,
Here's a karmi, here's a devotee.
yeah,
And I said, well, when you, I said, remember all those things we had to give up to do this path?
yeah.
Well, same thing. You give up all that Vaidhi shit. Give it all up. Everything. Give it up. And then you start fresh, just like we did for the Vaidhi path. And if you can't do that, you can't follow this path, you know. And then I try to share Chaitanya Leela with them. They know everything.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
everything,
they do.
even
So,
though they've never read. They don't hear. So, but you take all my troubles away because you gave me the eyes to see. You
yeah,
give me the ears to hear. You give me the power to to tolerate this, to
yeah,
deal with this, to
yeah,
work through this.
yeah.
Without you,
The Vaidis, that level. Lord Chaitanya told was it Jagadananda Pandit when he went to Vrindavan, he says, you're on a different level of devotional service than the people in Vrindavan. Therefore, give them respect from a distance and only associate intimately with Sanatan and Rupa. There. Don't associate intimately with these priests because they'll misunderstand you. And and they'll get offensive and you'll get unhappy and everything. It just doesn't work. They're looking in a certain other vision, they have another glasses, and that's through the Vaidhi, and that they see things through their path and not through this path. But we still preach because you have to reach in. Like this is a preaching of Jesus. Same, it's always that way. Lord Chaitanya, everything. You got to reach out. See, you're reaching out into these sanghas, and there are people there by default. They don't necessarily want it. They think, well, this is the only way to worship Krishna. But inside, they're looking for this, like you were, all of you. Noodles and Bonnie were actually looking for this, even though they might not have known it, but they were not really happy not eating onions and stuff like that. They thought, they're being preached to that onions are bad for you, onions are going to send you to hell, and Noodles just was thinking, what the fuck is this? Yeah, so basically that's it. But still, and you see it works because we're reaching out and a few people come in, right? A few people come in and and get purified, and that's it. Even one by one, you see, one by one. There's already like 15 people here, and then we're in the discussion phase, and the people benefit just by being with real devotees. See, this is as real as you're going to get in Vaishnavism as far as what I've seen. I have not seen any real devotees. And that's not surprising. You guys, you Vaidis are all thinking, oh, there's so many devotees, so many pure devotees, like Narayan Raj group. Oh, just taking this, so many pure devotees. They're all over the place. It's such a Vaidi understanding. It is not a Prabhupada understanding, not Bhakti Vinod or Bhakti Siddhanta. Bhakti Vinod goes to Mayapur, and he writes in his diary, he says, God, I couldn't find hardly one devotee, only Gorkashore Das and Jagannath Das Babaji, one real devotee. And then Vamsi Das, who's another person like that, goes to Vrindavan, he says, I didn't find any real devotees. Not one real devotee did I find. So, and the preaching of Narayan Raj and ISKCON, so many pure devotees all over the place. It's so neophyte, and they can't believe Gaur Haridas with a t-shirt understands all these top level things and preaches them. Well, because I got the confirmation, I got the order, and it was proof that it's like Madhavinda Puri could preach love of Krishna because he said, because of your love of Krishna appeared in his dream. Because of your love of Krishna, now I'm going to appear in the world. See, the real God's going to appear. Because they don't have the real love of Krishna, the Lord didn't appear in the world with any of their preaching, but with ours it does. Now, how is there anybody in Vaidhi land that can understand logic and clarity? It's just very simple idea. See, otherwise it's just preaching to the choir. You all go, yeah, of course. Go ahead there, Johnny.
Yesterday, I even said, Veda said, well, you're preaching to the choir. And I said, Jan, unfortunately, the choir doesn't even want to hear.
Yeah, they're not even part of the real choir. They think they are. Yeah, we know also everything, So why are you preaching to the choir? Well, there's no choir here. The choir's over here. You're not part of it. David Beam is so funny. He's so one-pointed, huh? If he was one-pointed on this path here, he would be self-realized easily. But anyway, let's not discuss too much. I just had to say one thing. All right, Noodles, give us a word. Thank you, Karen Janaki.
Maharaj, I think I'm going to speak, and I would love to be corrected if I am going haywire anywhere. So I just felt like this Vaidi thing that Janaki was mentioning, it is also soul suppressing if you think about it. It's not just it's about artificial humbleness, isn't it? Like, it's like lower as grass, and those things that they actually say, that they just work. What they try to do is they just kill and zap your spirit. I mean, they just uh, they rep- they repress you so much that when you actually feel so repressed, you do not want to be there. You would want to be actually bouncing away from because that's the true calling, isn't it? If you think about it, you would not want to be unhappy as a spirit soul, and that's what they do. They repress you, they suppress you on name of this artificial humbleness, Prabhu, keep everything to yourselves. You do not openly speak out and say whatever you feel, and guilt trip you and all of that for it. And then that's typically not letting you go closer to the Lord. Actually, they are working the other way around, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, and like, it's so similar to the material world, what it is. How fucking different is it? That's what we get day in, day out. We sit in front of these bloody laptops working, and what we get is being told off for anything, being fucking answerable for everything that we do. And we are like their bitches, and they pay us our time, and that's what we do. We and if you are being treated the same way on the spiritual path, it is not spiritual path from any angle. It's not, it's actually not taking you any closer to the Lord. And I mean, I feel, I speaking up like this even here, like I've spoken to you yesterday, I think this is me purifying, and also this is like, coming out of it, being able to talk about it and not bother about being very humble.
Yeah.
Like, even here, if I feel I'm being guilt tripped here, I would not take it, because I'm here for not taking that. I'm here to get what I want, and that's going closer to the Lord. And I feel the relationship that, like how Krishna is personal to, my Krishna is my Krishna, your Krishna is your Krishna. It's everybody has a personal relationship with Krishna. Similarly, everybody has a personal relationship with Guru as well. So the relationship I hold with you is pretty much unique and personal to you and me. So is it with you and the other devotees? Maybe, I mean, this is what I'm thinking. Please correct me if
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but
Oh,
but
absolutely.
and I don't think anybody else can understand that relationship. Like, you might think you know your Guru, I mean, you know your Guru the best, but that's your Guru, that's your Guru for you. The
Yeah.
same person, it is the same Gaurahari, but he is different for me because he is my Guru, and the relationship I have with him is entirely different from what you hold for him. And you cannot tell me how I have to be with him, or what. I will not be artificial around you, and I will not let anybody do that to me.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
will have to. I mean,
Realization.
if I do not show my true self, how would I fight with my demons? How would they even fucking come out? And how will I get Krishna?
Ooh, I like this spicy girl. This is great. Woo! That's so attractive. The spice. I like the spice. You know?
So yes, Maharaj, I had to say. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more than happy if there is anything where I'm going off the
Aren't
track.
you
Please
aren't you
tell me. But
feeling good? Aren't you feeling good, saying these things?
yes, I am. Since yesterday, I am. I'm. It's as if I'm set on fire, Maharaj. I'm not letting
Yeah,
anybody come in between. This is it.
yeah.
I've
I
said
love it.
something. I've said something. That's it. I've like, after you have spoken to you, I did what you asked me to do. I went and I spoke to Govind. I told him what I feel. I said, these are the dates, and that's it. I'm not gonna take any bullshit around it until
Yeah.
15th. This is my house. I decide. This is because I want to benefit. I
Yeah.
have to fucking save my soul. I'm not here to think about any. I can't think about my own fucking parents.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
won't.
Yeah. Yeah. Boy. Wow, Janaki, there's fire in this gal. This is fantastic. Woo! This is it's so attractive to see people express themselves, like this. This is amazing, actually. Yeah, you see, that's why you're getting all these experiences is coming out now. You see, and you can be in your relationship with Krishna, and be confident about that, because as I was telling her before, I said, listen, everybody. Well, I think I mentioned it somewhere here. Um, everybody has their relationship with Krishna. And the beautiful thing about Lord Chaitanya, he's not waiting for us to be some so-called perfect thing, which we have in our minds because of Vaidhi bhaktis and the world conditioning that teach about being a perfect example, and none of these fuckers are. They're telling us to be that way, but they're not like that. They tell us to be humble, but they're not humble. Actually, humility is a spiritual emotion of a liberated soul. Nobody knows what fucking humility is, you know. Uh, so, everybody sees wannabe teachers and everything, but they can't teach us because they're not experienced on these levels. And so anyway, the Lord's not waiting. He's not even waiting for, like, when he could engage me as guru like this, he didn't wait for me to be so, that was part of the experience. Part of the thing is learning. Just like Prabhupada also, everybody learning. But the Lord at a certain point says, okay, I want you to do this, and you're going to learn as you go, all these things. And that's just how it is. And we're learning and we're purifying. I'm still purifying, and it's going to go on forever. Purification is wonderful. It just gets easier. I mean, as far as, the edges off of it, once the pain is gone, the pain is all these stucknesses, that we have, attachments to the falsy. Yeah, but once that's unloaded, it's just purification is beautiful. More realizations, more understanding, more experience. Yeah. This idea, they preach this, and that's how you're fooled. You're scammed by these gurus. You put them up on a pedestal, like you take the Pope and you put them up there in a distance on a pedestal in their clothing, and you think, wow, that's the perfect human being. And they're perfect because they never did anything bad, or they never do. This is a fucking false idea, you know and people do that all the time. They do it in all religions. Look, they put the Pope up there. Oh wow, he's such an in-between my soul and God and Jesus. And the guy's a fucking pedophile often. You got the same thing going in religion. You got these ministers, that are so full of material things, and they're not even got the real potency, and they do little games, like the Benny Hinn, and all that stuff. These guys aren't real devotees. They're false representatives. And then you got these fucking gurus in ISKCON and all of them, and they're not real representatives of the transcendental Lord. They can't prove it, they can't show it, they can't demonstrate it, and I'm just calling them out now. I'm not giving the etiquettes, that just are at this point, it's all misleading. What if I go, oh, Radhanath, because the world is worshiping you in Jaipataka, and you have so many followers, and you're senior to me because you were initiated by Prabhupada, and what good is that going to do for people? I mean, they're already going down because the guy's a false guru. They're not. You're all false unless you're a representative of Vrindavan. I stick to Prabhupada and his conclusions, and not these fuckers who misrepresent him. That's why I'm protected, because Prabhupada likes calling the truth out. The truth is what's going to save you. These guys are not real representatives of Vrindavan. Therefore, they can't get you there. Matter of fact, you're going to die dry, they're going to die dry, and you're going to still be looking for the path, because you're going to realize you didn't get it, because you're going to go before Prabhupada and cry, Lord, Lord, and then say, well, sorry, man, I can't get you in. You didn't develop devotion in this life. That's the whole point of human birth, is to develop devotion. And your gurus didn't have it, but you believe they did, and they said they did. They lied to you, they cheated you, and they scammed you. And still, you don't have devotion, and you didn't believe that. Go Haridas with a t-shirt telling you all these things. You went against him, but there are people like him in the kingdom. They're all, they all realize the truth. They all think it conclusively, and so you didn't get conclusive in this world. How are you going to get conclusive in that world? That's what Jesus preached. He says, what you bind on earth, you bind in spirit. So you bind no devotion in this world. It's no devotion in spirit. That's how it works, man. That's why Lord Chaitanya comes here. That's why Jesus came here. They don't go other places to preach. They come to earth. This is where it's possible to make a real advancement here. In hell, it's too hellish. You're burning and suffering too much to listen to the message. And in heaven, it's too good. You can't listen to the message. You're distracted by all this enjoyments. But here, it's kind of in between, little good, little bad. Maybe you'll listen here. And still, people have a hard time listening. Yeah. What else, Noodles? What else?
It's like, Maharaj, I do not have to, I mean, I feel so, um, I don't know, unburdened kind of, like
Yeah, I can see it.
I feel
I feel it.
I like it the way it comes out, and it's like I can feel the presence, like
Yeah,
we converse with him on day to day basis. I mean, like I don't have to go around proving it to anybody. I know it in my heart,
yeah,
and my guru knows it, my Lord knows it, and I know it. I think that's it. I
yeah,
think I that's about it, right? It's a complete three. I mean, like I was just telling funny, whenever I used to see three anywhere, like three bears, three flowers, for me it was always me, Funny, and Brinda. It's not, now I was telling him, it's not just three of us, but it's also Guru, the Lord, and us. It's
yeah,
also like a three package.
yeah,
That's a perfect number if you
yeah,
think
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
And I think, yeah, it is that, the way he communicates and he talks through different channels. It's like I was telling you yesterday, I might sound very insane, but then he communicates to me in random things, and that's my thing with him. And yeah, and I feel like he's there, he is here, he's present, he loves us, he talks to us, and that's I don't think, and he's in control. I feel like that, he's in control of the situation, no matter what it is. I think I feel good about it, and
yeah,
he likes that you like us, and that we are with you, and as long as that's there, this is there, and then it's perfect. It's like
yeah,
it's like a cycle that is just going on and on and on.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's
and
beautiful.
and I like the cocoon I have, which keeps this different from my material life, I should say, because I don't, people usually confuse religion to spirituality. I was never in, I'm not somebody who's into doing all these pujas and all these rituals and all. So I'm like somebody who doesn't really give a damn about that, and coming from the background where we are supposed to be doing all those even more than the others, kind of a thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they treat me like anybody in general, and then I kind of feel so comfortable with it, that because I do not have to give anybody any advice, or it's like a best situation to be in, and then I'm sorted. And I've got the true gem, and it's like how you, nobody will go steal from a hut, will they will aim for a big mansion, won't they, if there
yeah,
are. And then I'm like, I'm for them, I'm like a hut, and then I'm happy, I have this treasure, and I'm a hut, and I have no attention. So it's all with me, safe, and nobody will come and try to grab that for me, or put any dirt on me, kind of a feeling. I mean, that's a kind of feeling I have. Yeah, I think I'm doing too much of talking today, but yeah, I'm just, yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's good. No, no, I like it, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can tell. I can feel you now better. It's like wow, and it's. I like that. It's just a Vrindavan mood. It's just you're expressive, honest, simple, and it's great, man. This I love it, man. This yeah, and that's what it's about: being more yourself and learning and understanding. And you'll find, yeah, even amongst the devotees. Um, it was the same in Lord Chaitanya's times. Some devotees, some they didn't understand the they knew Lord Chaitanya would understand their heart, but not necessarily the other devotees because they're at different levels still. You know, and that Lord was on a real deep level. He could understand the hearts of everybody, and without too many conditionings or any conditionings actually, and so the devotees knew that, and but it didn't to attract them. That's why I say you don't judge people, devotees especially. The Lord ain't waiting in our sangha to give this bhakti, even though we have maybe some conditionings and things and uh, um, even guilt trippings and whatever it is. If as long as you know that and you realize, oh, the Lord's given the mercy there. Oh, okay, this devotee is still not understanding me well. That's just how it is. Yeah, and then you just go on being yourself and accepting yourself as you are. That's accepting Krishna, because when he starts working in you, that's that self. It's him actually expressing and wants to it's like a baby now wanting to walk, and you may, kind of fall down a little bit and you get up, and it's Krishna. He's teaching you, he's learning to walk in you, with you, practically, and it's great. It's wonderful. This is the only place I've ever seen this being done amongst the Vaishnavas, what's going on here. That's why it's interesting and exciting, and it'll be ultimately more and more attractive to whoever the Lord wants to deliver out of this illusion.
It's he shows things as well, right? I mean, he gives this understanding. I mean, I was nowhere close to understanding anything. I would take anybody for what they say, like, straight. I would not understand, and I could never speak in sugar coated stuff. That was never my thing. I would have to speak plain, and I would imagine. I mean, because that's what, like you say, right? We project what we are. We can only see what we are in others as well, right? So I've never understood this sarcasm or anything for that matter. But now I can actually understand when people talk. I'm like, fuck, you don't mean it, and I can see it.
Yeah.
and and I'm surprised I can see it. I'm like, how the hell? That's because it's not me, it's him. He's opened up, he's awake, and he doesn't like it. And then I mean, I used to think, Funny used to have these kind of moments. He's like, Krishna in my heart doesn't feel right, he made me. And I'm like, how does he even do that? I used to think like that. I'm like, now I know how he does that.
Yeah. You see, that spirit, man, is awakening you. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, that's great.
I feel so good. He's jumping inside. I'm so happy. I'm like, I just have to express. Isn't I
Yeah,
can't just be,
I love it,
yeah,
man.
I
Because I
can't
feel
be.
you better now too. I feel like, wow, I feel this energy, this life. Now you got life in you. Krishna's born, man. Time to roll on the ground some
Oh yes. Oh.
more. Hippie. Lalita, give us a word. Thank you there, Noodles. That's awesome. You always say that.
I have nothing to add, Guru Maharaj. Tom didn't say anything yet, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
have.
Oh, I see you already have it. Yeah, Tom, give us a word.
It's also very becoming more and more clear on the go. Like um, what becomes clear is that um, I felt I'm in this preparation phase. I want to prepare. But then it became clear that you can get stuck in that circle. Like I have to prepare. So now I can write down it's a preparation phase. It's a kind of level, and after that, when you get over that, you just learn on the go, and it's all included, and you don't have to feel stuck in a situation like I have to first prepare this. The whole Vaidi environment and the Vaidi idea is it's like anartha. It's unnecessary, and when you at a certain point you see that
Mm-hmm.
that it's just preparation,
Mm.
and when you see that, you can leave it behind and you can just be spontaneously on the go, more alive in the situation, and more present, more functional. Again that word. I start to hate the word, but it's a good word.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, and I was going to say something about that. I forgot. What was it?
I also feel more alive now, and taking it more and more seriously. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
becoming more focused,
yeah.
and it's this aliveness increases, and the taking it seriously increases, and yes, like Noodles pointed out and touched. Um, you can distinguish the crap from the real substance, and just you can go more engaged, more devotional.
Yeah, you see, the whole purpose of the Vaidhi is to develop a desire to attain Krishna. See, that's the Bhagavad Gita verse. And so when that desire comes, then the Lord says, okay, you see that you didn't get Krishna by doing the Vaidhi thing. Okay, now I want more. And he sees you're sincerely like praying to him like Vedavyas. He didn't get Krishna doing the Vaidhi thing. See, and so he's okay. What is my deficiency? He started the Lord see. Okay, he's open. Okay, so then he sends Guru Narada Muni to teach these things. You know, the real Bhagavatam, the real Raganuga path. You know, the path of spontaneous attraction. That's life's ultimate goal, is spontaneously attracted to the Lord. You know, where it's natural, just like you put a beautiful girl or beautiful man in front of each other, and there's a spontaneous, natural attraction of bodies. So when your spiritual body is awakened, there's a natural, spontaneous awakening for Krishna's transcendental body. That's perfection. That's what it's all about. And if as a Vaidhi, you don't quite have that. See, you know, you're doing that by force. See, and so
Yeah,
you have to see it's just by force, and it's by the force of discipline. That's why you see the gurus, they teach discipline and by your works and renouncing and this you're going to attain. But then you find out you didn't attain. All these Narayan Raj and Radhakund Babajis and ISKCON devotees, from what I've seen, are just going to die without this unless they develop a desire to attain the real Krishna. And how do you know they've developed it? Well, here it is. Here's the right understanding. Here's the real Bhakti Vedantas, you know, is the real Vedanta that comes from Bhakti. And that's well, they may go their whole lives on that level of Vaidhi and not really attaining this. But in some life, they keep doing their thing and they realize, what, man? You know, is this what I'm to do? Rules and regulation? Where's the real substance? Okay?
yes. Listening here, you get more and more information, and you are fed, and you naturally you gradually come to a point, like a saturation point, I call it. It's enough. Now I can go to the next level. Now I can act. Now I can move on, and leave the preparation phase behind. But it increases gradually, and then you reach a saturation point, and then you just go.
Yeah,
That's my experience.
yeah, that's good. Okay, so was Amy here? Amy, you want to come on? Probably not. Okay, so maybe we end it here, and we've been going a few hours. That's good. All right, thank you very much for coming. And are you sure you don't want to say anything more there, Lalita? Somehow I feel that maybe there's something in there. No? Okay. Just probing. Oops, he went off real quick. I don't know, man. Too much probing. anything you want to say? Last parting words, Janaki?
I have my armor on today for whatever Krishna throws at me. Guru's my armor. His words give me protection, shelter. I'm ready.
Good. Okay, you're ready, huh? How
Another
about you?
success,
Huh? Go ahead.
another successful.
Okay, good. How about you, Vrinda? You got a couple words for us?
I didn't think I have any left to say. I feel I'm not.
What did she say?
No. She doesn't have anything to say. She's just feeling a bit shy. That's it. Not shy. Okay.
Okay.
She's made something for you. She's made a card for you. Maybe you can talk about that.
Shh.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Surprise. I didn't hear anything.
Hmm.
Okay. See you guys later. Hare Krishna, man.
Hare Krishna. Bye.